How to apply mood paint. Mood paint does not need to be cured in the lamp. It only cures in the air. So make sure whatever art you put down, if you cover the nail completely, that you always let it dry completely before you actually add the top coat to it. As you can see, the mood paint is a brownish color, and it just goes on that color. So here we have matte coated our black nail, and I'm going to draw a flower on this with the mood paint. Because it is a paint, you can draw with it. The consistency is a lot different than traditional paint, but you are able to draw just fine and make fine lines with it. So just be careful when you pick up the application that you do not apply too much of this mood paint to the actual nail itself. So right now I'm just going around the flower, creating a flower. We're going to close the rose up right here. Bring this around, so always make sure you're using thinner lines on the outside and wider on the middle. So we're adding a leaf now. So I'm adding pressure to make the lines a little wider, and then I'm lifting the brush out to make them a little smaller towards the end. This brush you don't have to fight very much with. It does a lot of the work for you. Now we're just adding in wispies. So that's just to add a little bit more fun detail. I'm going to go back and kind of spread some of this paint out some, because the thicker you have it in an area, the longer it will actually take to dry. So we're just adding accent dots to it, because dots makes everything better. True, true, true. Try not to apply too much. So I'm just going to go back now and take out some of this paint a little bit. Different spots that you see that you can make thinner or longer. This is where you can go ahead and apply it. So right now we're going to let this air dry. It usually takes about 5 minutes to let it completely air dry. So keep in mind that you will be working on other fingers of the client. So while that's drying, you just make sure you tell them not to touch their nail because they will ruin all the art that you just put together. So let's let this air dry, okay? Our nail has air dried for a good 5 minutes. You can see as I press my finger down on here and I lift it away, it actually would turn a different color underneath it. It changes 12 different colors. So keep in mind, if you do not use black for your bottom coat, the color you do put down, just like if you put down purple, make sure it's like a light color purple, or it's just going to blend and you won't see the color change of the purple. It'll be very, very vague. So I recommend black being the best. You can put it on white as well. It does give you a whole different effect, but if you just rub it, it turns a whole bunch of different colors, 12 colors for you. If you dip your hand in warm water, turn in one color. If you dip your hand into cold water, it would turn another color. So don't forget to add 2 coats of gel top coat, cure it in an amp for 30 seconds, and voila, you got a beautiful mood paint nail.